Hi, 5th grade, welcome back. So last time we were working on our paper mache mask. You should have found that already. If you're noticing that there's some holes in it or it wasn't looking exactly the way you wanted to, there's not a whole lot I can do. Some of the stuff we'll do today will fix it, but I can't go back in time and fix any areas where there needed more paper. For the most part, it looks like most people follow directions. Today is going to be a lot similar to what we did last time. We're going to use a new material that you've seen definitely before, but this will make our masks even stronger. Now, we have studied masks and what they're used for. It could be for a cultural or a religious reason, could be for Halloween or to scare someone, could be to hide your identity, or even to celebrate the traditions of the past, or commemorate the dead. Now, take a look at this image. I know it's a little bit crazy. This is an example of special effects. So special effects people is a real job. They make lots of money, and they're basically artists that work on the set of movies. What do special effects artists actually do? Can anyone raise their hand and tell us what they think a special effects artist might actually do? Special effects artists sometimes make masks, but also use different pigments and makeup to make it look believable on the screen. They can create very elaborate looks that look out of this world. So I know that this image is really kind of freaky looking, but what this special effects artist did is they worked from a mold, but instead of using paper mache, they used something called silicone, which feels a lot like skin, so it's a really good way to make a mask and make it look realistic. Sometimes the special effects artist will make a mask, but it won't look exactly right because later on CGI effects will make that realistic for us. So next time you see a movie that has some really cool effects, think about maybe the special effects designers that maybe created this for you. So like I said, last time we created paper mache out of newsprint. If your edges are looking kind of funky, that's okay. We'll make these look a little bit neater later on. But for the most part, it looks like everyone really followed directions. Hopefully you smooth down the nose and the eyes so you can see those areas now. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take your mask, put it on top of the mold again. Hopefully you're sitting in front of a placemat. Except what we're gonna do today does not involve newsprint. It's going to involve just regular old copy paper. We're gonna do the same thing as last time. You need long strips. Pull towards you. I'm gonna give everyone a little bit of copy paper. This shouldn't take as long, but make some nice long strips. But then, as you're waiting for people to finish their strips, just go ahead and maybe cut them in half. You may even need smaller ones for the nose and the mouth kind of area, but for the most part, these shapes should work. Give me a thumbs up once you have completed tearing your paper. Awesome. So just to go over what we did, we took the paper, made it small, and then it's not gonna just stick by itself. You're gonna take a little bit of the water glue. I usually shake it up a little bit beforehand, otherwise sometimes it's a little bit watery, and go over it. So give it some saturation, some moisture. I prefer to go over it with the glue. Some people put it on first. I think it works better if you go over. And then I'm just gonna keep on going. You wanna do it in a crisscross motion, so if one is going this way, I'm gonna put the next one the other direction. That's what's gonna make it really tough so that it won't break. And I want really tough masks. When you get to places like the nose or eyes, that's when you wanna start using tiny bit smaller pieces. And also just take some time every now and then and go over those spots, really smoothing and massaging those down. So here I go, applying layers of the white paper, doing crisscross motions. Don't forget to every now and then go back and smooth these areas out. Don't forget the sides. You don't need to put it on the flat part of the mold, but I'm gonna go ahead and finish this layer for you. So I have one layer down. I got 2 more to go. I know that I need layers because I can still see the newspaper through the white copy paper. All right, so yet again, I'm adding more layers. As you go, try to make the pieces a little bit smaller. That's gonna give it the really smooth effect. Also, when you're around the eyes and nose, those smaller pieces can really help. Okay, so I finally finished. What you're gonna do when you do finish, and you'll finish all at different times once you've got 3 layers, I would probably check with me. I'm really good at finding spots where it needs more. Make sure that your glue bottle is closed and then return it. Also, we don't need any extra paper, so if you have any paper left around, just throw it away. I don't need it anymore. And then I'm gonna show you where the wet wipes are. Wet wipes are on the middle table. Clean your hands because they're probably gonna be as dirty as mine are. Then, this time, since it's not as messy, we don't need the cart. What you're gonna do is just carefully take yours, put it on the back counter. I'll know it's yours because inside that mask, there's the tape with your name on it. And then if you could please, after you've put away your glue and thrown away newspaper, just take a wet wipe and clean down the messy mat so that I can use this for another class. Once you've done that, I have some whiteboards. Remember, you take one marker, one board, one eraser with you. Don't take the whole thing. You could work on some cube structures on the carpet. I also have blocks. If you know how to play the Picasso game, it's there. I also have free draw today. All right, guys, enjoy your day. I'm excited to see your mass.